it because I was scared and I was alone and I was in pain. And that's it. I don't have to lie. I got money. I have success. I don't have to lie about anything.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of my podcast, The Stark Effect. Thank you for coming back. I'm back at 197 subscribers. So shout out to my new subbies who have just found me and found my channel. And shout out to my old ones who have been here. You know, when I started this channel, I believe I started this channel 4 years ago in 2021. So I've been posting on and off for the past 4 years. But I'm back with another podcast episode, so thank you for coming back. Thank you for watching. I hope you all are having a good weekend. It is Sunday night. I am coming to you live from Los Angeles, California, sunny LA, and there is so much that has happened in a week, so covering news is a lot sometimes because it's so much. But we can do this, all right? And there's a video that I'm a little late on, but I really want to go ahead and knock it out and just share my thoughts about it and share a quick report about it. Because it's been sort of like the story that just keeps on giving, the gift that just keeps on giving of drama. And before we get on this topic, well, let's just say what it's about. It's about Tamar Braxton. I'm so hesitant to cover this topic because, when you are a journalist, like myself, God has blessed me to be able to work in this industry. And, on a podcast, we're giving our opinion and I'm giving my opinion, and other podcasters are often operating an opinion. And I'm just going to be real with you. Sometimes when I give my opinion on celebrities in general or people in general, I'm kind of like, okay, anything that I say can be held against me in the court of public opinion. So I just want to say if you're coming to my channel my goal is not mess, right? So I get that I talk about celebrity culture, celebrity gossip, or celebrity gossip adjacent topics and, things that are happening in their lives and so forth and choices that they make and so forth. But I just want to stress this. My channel is not a tea channel. So I know that there's nothing that I can do to convince you otherwise, but that's not my goal, right? And oftentimes people put me in that category of like, she's just another tea channel. And I'm like, no, it's entertainment news with facts and commentary, okay? That's it. This is not a tea channel. I'm not trying to be the next expose channel. So I want to let you all know, if you are new to me or if you're an old viewer and you are not satisfied with my content because you want me to be messy or you're looking for me to be mean, that is not the goal of the Stark Effect. So I know that my personality could be really, really funny, and the way that I talk sometimes can be very nonchalant and a little shady, right? But I swear to you, my heart is, I'm not trying to be the next anyone, right? Like I don't want people to see me as like a black trans woman and put me in this category of like mess. Right? Because here's the thing. We all like a little bit of mess. I don't care if you're a person who says, oh my God, I don't like drama. People like drama. Drama is what gets the clicks. Drama is what gets the number. But my goal is not, I really, oh my God, I just don't want people to like look me up or like search for me, because I deal with that sometimes where I feel like certain viewers who message me or talk to me in person, like I have people who know me in real life where they'll come to me and they want to give me their opinion so bad about my show and what I do. If my show is not for you, please do not watch it. Okay. If you're looking for something that's like really, really crazy, edgy, and messy, go to other people who can give you that. Do not come here. Do not watch my show. Do not give me advice on my show. Do not tell me what to say. Do not tell me what you think I should say. Now, if you want to give me topics and be like, hey, I just want your opinion about this, give me that. But allow Khalif to be Khalif. Stop trying to put me in a box and think of me as other people. I am not other people. My energy is my own, right? So I just want to say that if you're an old viewer or a new viewer, and especially if you know me in real life, I have friends who know me in real life and I love them, and I don't think it's coming from a place of shade or nothing like that. But I'm a part of me. I just want to do what I do, and if I'm not for you, don't watch. Okay, because I think it's people who want to be podcasters, right? Or people who like podcasting and they're trying to just help me. I get that. But I just want room to grow, and I just want room to be me. I've been doing this for a long time, and now I'm on camera more. So I just want people to vibe. It's lately. It's just been a lot of criticism, and honestly, it's for me. It kind of takes out the fun of doing shows. I just want people to just enjoy what I do and enjoy that. Anyways, if you like what I do, and if you like my show, and if you like my vibe, drop down below, subscribe, like, comment, and share any of the videos that you like. Ask me questions, send me topic ideas. Once again, it is a lot of topics, right? And I'm trying to figure out my formula and figure out what my audience likes. But I just want to reiterate one more time. If this is not a tea channel, I'm not on my channel exposing people. I'm not on my channel lying. I'm not a messy blogger. That's not what I am. A lot of the topics come from the blog sometimes, but they also come from actual entertainment news outlets and regular hard news outlets, right? So I just want people to know that there's a difference. And for me, my goal is to, not only just be entertaining, but give you facts, right? So if I'm boring to you, do not watch my show. I I'm the wrong person for you to watch. I don't want your eyes on my show. All right. So the Tamar thing, Tamar Braxton. I was so hesitant to cover this because Tamar is a very polarizing public figure, right? And I'm sure that she's aware of that. Um, and I was so hesitant to cover this because if you all have been under a rock, and if you have been not following what's going on with Tamar Braxton, it has just been a circus of mess surrounding our good sis Tamar. And I love Tamar Braxton dearly, but it's just been a lot going on with Tamar. Two and a half weeks ago, Tamar Braxton had the issue where she went out to the nightclub at Funky Dineva, and this happened around the week of August 19th. So it happened around that time period. And they went out together just having fun celebrating. I believe that it was Funky Dineva's birthday. And they were at the club in Atlanta, some fancy club in Atlanta. I don't know what club this is, child. All right, but they were at a club in Atlanta. Next thing you know, they go home. By the way, people are posting them out and about, right? By the way, at the end of the night, things, on social media seem clear, right? People see them at this club dancing and partying and having a good time. And, you know, next thing you know, the next morning, Tamar posts this Instagram story, and I covered it in my last videos, but she posted an Instagram story where she basically stated that she almost died and she didn't know what happened to her. She just woke up and four of her teeth were gone, and her friend found her in a pool of blood and she almost died. I am paraphrasing, that's not exactly what she said. Go watch my previous episode if you want to see exactly what she said. But she posted a cryptic message, and it wasn't so cryptic, it was very direct, but she posted this very abrupt message. And yeah, she just said her friend found her in a pool of blood and she almost died, and how, she sees life more differently and all these things, right? Funky Dineva was there with her that night, and people over the next week after that, it turned into this back and forth between the two. I might post a few clips here, I might not, because it just got way too messy. And the reason why I'm hesitant to cover this is because I really do admire Funky Dineva. I don't know Funky Dineva in person, but Funky Dineva is a vet when it comes to this YouTube stuff. And I just don't want to come across as someone who's trying to get clicks or, come at Funky Dineva or nothing like that, or, but I want to be objective in this because I like both people, right? So you see what I'm kind of battling here. I'm like, oh my God, I can't be biased. I like them both, right? But, my unbiased opinion about the situation, it got really, really messy because Tamar made that post. People started questioning Funky Dineva as if Funky Dineva did something to Tamar Braxton, or knew what happened to her. Tamar was in the hospital, and during that time period, according to Funky Dineva, Tamar was texting Funky Dineva, right? But in the midst of all of this, Funky Dineva was being dragged on the internet, right? The fans, supporters were like, hey, you know what happened to Tamar? Were you responsible for Tamar? And it got so bad to where people were essentially accusing Funky Dineva for being potentially, allegedly responsible for the situation with Tamar Braxton, right? And meanwhile, while all of this was happening, and this is all alleged, by the way, I don't want nobody coming for me, child, taking my channel down. While this was all happening, Tamar was not going public and just clearing Funky Dineva's name. As the week went on and it turned into 2 weeks of this back and forth, Funky was like, hey, just clear my name. Okay, clear my name. I need you to get on up here and say this. Now, Funky Dineva, of course, became irritated and posted a slew of posts. I'll probably post a few here. It just got very, very messy. But Funky Dineva posted a slew of posts basically calling her a snaggletooth Muppet, a toothless Muppet, sorry, a toothless Muppet, and, just throwing shots at her and just basically calling her out and, really upset about her not defending him because it developed this narrative of Funky Dineva, right? Now, the optics of it. Tamar is a black woman. Funky Dineva is a black gay man. There are some people who don't like black gay men. There are people on the internet who feel that Funky Dineva hates black women. There are people who, on the flip side, don't like Tamar Braxton, right? There are people who feel that Tamar is a drama queen. Tamar is always causing drama, and she's always falling out with everyone. She fell out with K. Michelle. She fell out with her sisters first. She fell out with Tracy Braxton. She fell out with her mama. She fell out with K. Michelle. She fell out with all these people. I'm just saying what the internet is saying. It's not my personal opinion. I'm just saying what the internet is saying. Fell out with Toya Braxton, fell out with just everyone. Tamar is not Lonnie Love. So Tamar is not opposed to internet beef and drama with people who she has interacted with in real life and people who she has not met in real life, right? That's what the court of public opinion is saying about Tamar. So there's two sides of the coin here. You have a singer who had an injury, who is known for her big personality. She is known for the antics and the dramatics. She's known to be very outspoken. She's known to have some drama. She's known to go off on people. She's known to have people go off on her. She beefed with Tommy Lee because Tommy was messing with her ex-wife. It's just a lot. She had an ex-Caucasian man that she met from a reality show, and then he, left her, and on a break, I believe he went with Tommy, and then it turned into this. It's always something, okay, with Tamar Braxton. In the world of Tamar Braxton, even when she has good intentions, it's always something there, right? Funky Dineva is very outspoken. Once again, Funky Dineva also has had, his share of people, beef with people online and things like that. I'm so afraid to talk about Funky because I love Funky. I'm like, oh my God, please. Oh my God. And I'm a nobody, right? But we don't know what the internet does. I don't know who watches stuff, right? But what I will say is that Funky has also had his share of conflicts with people. And so you put two and two together. You have two people with big personalities. Apparently they're friends. Funky doesn't really seem like they're like close friends like that. Tamar is like, we cool. I don't really know what the energy is like there. Long story short, they have had a tumultuous back and forth on the internet. It has completely dragged out. And I was waiting to record this video because I was like, this is a lot. And I don't even know where to start because every single day, Funky is going in on her. She going in on him. She's ignoring him. There was one account where Tamar went live after. So this is what I want to talk about. So Tamar, let me slow down here. Tamar, remember how she announced that her teeth fell out and she almost died, right? Her teeth fell out. She came back a week ago and she posted a video with her medical doctor. I'm going to post the video here.
Tamar Braxton sharing her near-death experience.
I just had to speak about what I was going through.
Hi, my name is Dr. Amira Ogunleya, and I am a cosmetic dentist out of Miami, Florida. I was recently contacted by Tamar Braxton's team who reported a very traumatic injury. She woke up in a pool full of blood and saw many fractured teeth on her floor. She flew to me immediately within 24 hours. Upon evaluation, I confirmed that she did in fact have several fractured teeth. She even had an avulsed tooth, which is a tooth that's come completely out of the socket. She also appeared to have a fractured septum. We were able to perform immediate oral surgery on her, and we were able to stabilize her for now as she continues to heal. However, she will require several appointments to get her fully to her original smile. We also recommended that Tamar immediately see a medical doctor to evaluate, which appeared to be the deviated septum, broken septum. And upon their evaluation, they determined that she did in fact have a fractured nose. As far as the cause, the medical team ruled out seizure, ruled out stroke, and the only thing left that it could possibly be is somnambulism, which is sleepwalking. Oftentimes, in cases of sleepwalking, the person has no memory or recollection of what they've done. They're able to walk, they're able to move, they can even injure themselves, and then they do not remember the next day. That appears to be our best guess right now, as we're still trying to figure out how something like this occurred. And although Tamar's situation is rare, this is a great learning opportunity that if this ever does happen to you, if you find yourself in a situation with an evulse tooth, you should pick up your tooth by the crown, not the root. Touching the tooth by the root could harm a lot of the vitality of it. You want to try to rinse it with milk or saline. And if you can, you want to insert it directly back into the socket if possible. If you're unable to do that, you can store it in milk or inside the cheek of your mouth. The idea is to keep it moist and see your dentist immediately. And we might have a chance to re-implant it, and eventually the bone will integrate with it once again. Now, we are working extremely hard for Tamar, and we are confident that we're going to restore her smile back to its original beautiful state. It is imperative. People's smiles are so much bigger than just the aesthetic. You know, this is the way we communicate. And for her, this is her gift to all of us, her beautiful voice. So we will update you soon with a beautiful new Tamar.
So in that video, you see the doctor basically corroborating what Tamar has been saying, how she really did have an injury. It was something that could potentially have been deadly. She was found in a pool of blood. She lost 4 teeth at the root. You know, she can barely talk. You know, it hurts for her to chew. That's a very severe injury, and she doesn't know. The doctor said that it could have been sleepwalking. They ruled out every other thing that it could have been. Sleepwalking could have been the thing, and it most likely was the thing, because Tamar doesn't remember what happened to her. Tamar posted that video. It's PR, right? She does have a publicist. Posted the video, but also to clear her name, because people were saying that she's a liar, because people, whenever they think of Tamar, they think of drama. Let me check my mic 1 second. I want to make sure it's on. Hold on. Sorry, I had to check my mic out because I've been having this mic, it's a Bluetooth, and sometimes it charges, sometimes it doesn't. It's a mess. But Tamar posted that video to clear her name, right? And in the midst of all of this, when Tamar posted it, it allowed me to have sympathy for her. Now, I've been seeing the comments online. I've been seeing people say how they feel like Tamar has mental health issues and she has all these problems. But that video to me cleared her name, despite Funky Dineva being upset. And despite Funky Dineva begging for his name to be cleared, that video cleared her name of just off bat being a liar about the injury. Now we kind of know, or we have more of an answer to what could have happened to her that night. Now, here is the mistake that Tamar made. When Tamar was allegedly in the hospital, right, and Tamar posted that post and then went MIA, and she was on and off texting Funky Dineva, and Funky was like, hey, can you clear my name? And Tamar was saying things to him around the time this first happened. She was saying things to him like, hey, I don't know what's going on. I don't even know what's happening out there. But she would not clear his name. And at the end of the day, journalists had us off now and gave y'all the little broken down jumbled report there, okay? She should have cleared his name, because that is a person's reputation. And while I have a soft spot for Tamar Braxton, I don't know these people in real life. I don't know Funky. I don't know her in real life, right? I have a soft spot for her because, you know, she's the younger sister. And sometimes I feel like Tamar is misunderstood. But that does not erase the drama. It just doesn't erase that. And I don't know why does it feel like Tamar just has this thing where it just does, it looks a little fishy. It just don't look right. Why didn't you just clear his name? That's all that has to be done, literally. Just clear his name, say, hey, Funky was not responsible for anything. Funky doesn't know. I apologize for how this came across, right? Because meanwhile, she never said anything to clear Funky's name, but she's still promoting her show on MTV. She has a show called MTV Double Life that she's still promoting. She was promoting a music video for her EP. She has an EP coming out September 19th. And in the, mind you, this is the first week after that all came out, and Funky is blasting her all over social media. She had 5 Instagram posts. One of the posts was a post of her singing and dancing. And she was singing, and she sang, I Can't Wait to Tell Y'all. But it was an old video. People thought it was new at first, but it was an old video. But it was a video of her in a beautiful dress singing, right? Tamar, how does this not look like you are fanning the flames and trolling? You have this man texting you saying, hey, clear my name. This is public now. See, this is why people think you messy. This is why people think you're messy. And you know, and we're all I'm all down for the entertainment and the gay lingo and all of that. I love it. I think Tamar is one of the most talented people in our time. I do. I think she's an amazing singer and she's an amazing personality, right? But I don't know this lady in real life. I don't. And hopefully one day I don't have to interview her because I don't want her to take nothing I'm saying personally. But the people are saying, hey, she doesn't have friends. The people are saying this. The people are saying what's going on with her is something fishy going on. Why can't she keep friendships? Why is it always conflict? Why is she always beefing with somebody? See, we just don't like her. And it sucks because I believe that Tamar was really injured. I believe something happened to her that night, you know, and I still have a soft spot for her. But I think for the people who do love her, like myself, we're saying it with love. Sis, what is going on? You know, we're just saying it with love, you know, and the intention of this video is not to be messy or shady or not get clicks or views. This is something that's really obviously happening, right? And my job is just to give my opinion on it and the report on it, right? And I'll read an Hello Beautiful article to give you more of like more of an on paper, you know, outlet, blog, news adjacent report, just so you can get more of a smoother report versus the jumbled one that I did. But what I will say is that Tamar, I just hope the best for her. I hope the best for her. And this video is not to bash her. It's clear that her and Funky Dineva are not friends. And it's just interesting how she didn't clear his name. And it just puts a lot of people, it has a lot of people questioning her. It does. It just does. And regardless of how people may feel about Funky Dineva did not deserve that. And that's not my journalist thing on, that's just opinion, right? That's just commentary. So it's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. The drama went crazy. It was something that I'm going to be real. Like when I first reported on it, I was like, okay, what's going to happen? I got to make a follow-up video. But I was so afraid. I was so afraid to talk about it because I was like, oh, like this is like a thing where it's like, it's messy and it's making people emotional. It's not, here's the thing, you know, we like fun mess, you know, who's sleeping with who, all that, right? We like fun mess here. But a situation where somebody was found in a pool of blood and then you have another person whose reputation is on the line. You have one person who has a questionable reputation. You have one person who has a questionable representation according to the people who she's fell out with, right? Then you have another person who reputation could have been severely damaged because, you know, the optics of it. You know, he's a man, she's a woman. You know, there are people who already think he's messy because he's a black gay guy who does celebrity gossip and content. And, you know, he likes a little bit of mess. You know, we all like a little bit of mess, right? You know, but you have people who are really going to paint him a certain way who just don't like him. And, you know, when it comes to certain things, character is all that you have. You know, so I think that's where Funky was coming from. Character is all that you have. It's funny because I was talking on the phone with my homegirl, one of my friends, one of my good Judy's. I'm not going to say her name, but me and her, we were on the phone. And she was like, Khalif, what do you think about this? And I immediately, I'm going to be real, I immediately was kind of like, I'm Team Tamar. I know she wrong, but I also feel like Funky kind of flamed it a little bit. That's what I thought initially. I was like, you know, I feel like if he would have just, in the beginning of it, I was like, just be quiet. Like, yes, they lighten you up, but just be quiet. But Funky, now that the dust has settled, Funky was like, yo, just say something. I don't care about that, you know? And one of my friends pointed that out to me. She was like, look, at the end of the day, all she has to do is say something. Because, yes, she was in the hospital and she was injured when all this happened. But she was still posting. She was still doing promo. Now, to defend Tamar just a little bit, Tamar did say and that those posts that she did were already scheduled, right? I do believe the MTV one was already scheduled. Now, the music video and all that other stuff, I feel like that could have waited. But I do think that contractually, the MTV Double Life, it was like a promo video she posted for the reality show. It's called MTV Caught in the Act Double Life or something. It's a cheating show. It's basically like today's version of Cheaters. That post was probably already shot and already ready to go. Right, so I could see that. Now the music stuff and all that, that could have waited. That could have been postponed, right? The Tamar thing is just a gift that keeps on giving. But sincerely, we wish her the best here. This video is not to get we're getting in the mess a little bit, but we're also being objective. So really quickly before I wrap up here, I just want to read a full report from hellobeautiful.com. The headline, just to give us more of a succinct capture of her posting that doctor video, okay? And I'll also probably post a doctor video in this video here. But this is from hellobeautiful.com. Tamar Braxton's dentist says singer sustained multiple dental fractures after health scare. That is the headline. The subhead is, Tamar Braxton is finally breaking her silence with help from her dentist about the injury she sustained after she was found in a pool of blood, in quotes, earlier this month. This article was written by Shannon Dawson on August 29, 2025. Really quickly here, so Tamar Braxton is finally breaking her silence with help from her dentist about the injury she sustained after she was found in a pool of blood earlier this month. On August 28th, the R&B diva released a joint video post with Miami-based dentist Dr. Amira explaining the injury she endured from her health scare. Dr. Amira revealed that she helped Tamar conduct surgery on her teeth and nose after the incident, repairing injuries that consisted of multiple dental fractures, a nasal fracture, and even a tooth completely knocked out of the socket, according to the Instagram video post. In the video, the dentist added that the hitmaker also appeared to have a fractured septum. During her evaluation, Dr. Amira was able to perform immediate oral surgery on Tamar, and now the singer is in stable condition and she is healing. All right. Tamar did say, according to the article here, Tamar said that she was afraid to share her story with her fans. She took to her stories on Thursday, August 28th, to shed more light on the situation. She put a caption here telling, "My story was my biggest fear, but there are so many more people who need help. Use me, Lord," she pinned on Instagram. Funky Dineva claimed he was used in a PR stunt to promote Tamar's new EP. This is what I was talking about earlier. So according to this Hello Beautiful article, one of the reasons why Funky Dineva was mad, let's take a side note here. If you're new to this topic, I know I'm all over the place, but I hope it's so messy, okay? When Funky Dineva was lighting up Tamar, he was like, in the middle of him lighting her up over the last 2.5 weeks, and in the midst of her posting on social media, and she posted her music. She literally posted a quick snippet of a music video with Mendices from Love and Hip Hop New York on there, okay? Now, Mendices is currently having drama on the show with his I believe they're on their way to be ex-husband and ex-wife, but with his wife, Yandy. There's some cheating allegations going on both ends there. So for him to pop up in Tamar's music video, and also Funky Dineva was in the music video, right? Funky, he realized, he was like, yo, are you using me for promo? This whole teeth thing, is this to really get more attention? Because this was already recorded, and now it looks like I'm in on the PR stunt, but I did not hurt you. That's essentially, I'm paraphrasing. That's what Funky Dineva was saying. He was like, yo, you're saying that you're injured. Just clear my name, because now you're posting all these videos, and yet you're texting me on my phone, and you're saying how you're in the hospital and you're so sick, but these posts are going out. These Instagram posts are going out, okay? So, clear my name. That's the issue that Funky had. So back to this Hello Beautiful article, Funky Dineva claimed that he was used in an overall PR stunt to promote Tamar's new EP. The EP is called Heartbreak Retrograde, and it's scheduled to come out September 19th. Since then, with all this going on, Tamar got on social media and she said, she said something around the lines of, hold on, because they were beefing back and forth. It got really messy. I want to find this post here because Tamar, she posted at the end of her beefing with Funky Dineva. I don't want to cover the beef, honestly, because it was just so messy. If I find some clips and if I feel like it, I'll post it in here. It just got really messy. And it's something where I'm like, girl, I don't know if I want to touch this. But let's see here. Funky Dineva said that he was deeply hurt by all of this, according to this Hello Beautiful article. On August 27th, just a day after the EP promo dropped on Tamar's Instagram, Dineva addressed the situation on social media head-on, expressing that he felt deeply hurt and betrayed by Tamar's silence. He said that she had not publicly cleared him of any wrongdoing and suggested that he was being used as a part of a PR stunt. And here is what he said. He said, here it is. I got ate up alive on my birthday weekend, and the whole while there was nothing wrong with Tamar's A. Now she done released a Tired A music video for her Raggedy EP that don't nobody want, and because I'm in the video, people are going to think I was a part of a PR stunt. I was collateral damage in a 2-bit PR stunt. He also added Tamar and asked her, hey, you're not even going to try to clear up any of this? And he also said, tell the people that I didn't do anything to you. You know what happened. I was accused of not being a friend to you, when at the end of the day, it was you not being a friend to me. I didn't deserve any of this, and I am deeply hurt. That is what Funky Dineva said, and frankly, he is entitled to that. Ever since then, people started bashing Tamar. Tamar got on Instagram, and I don't have the post here, but she essentially said on social media, Instagram and Twitter, that she was going to go to her farm, and that the music video, the music EP, Heartbreak Retrograde, was not coming out. She was like, there will be no EP, no album coming for me. I'm going to go on my farm. I'm going to be quiet. I apologize if I did something wrong. So, so this is another thing of her fanning the flames and just not taking accountability. Tamar has a blind spot with accountability, okay? And I don't know Tamar in person, but from what I'm seeing here in this situation, all he's saying is take accountability. She did kind of try to do that, and she basically said that, but it was like a half a thing. It was a half thing, okay? I'm not trying to cuss on here, okay? She did kind of somewhat take accountability, and she said something around the lines. This is what she said, because her and Funky were going back and forth before she blocked him. She posted on her IG. This is where she kind of halfway took accountability, but it wasn't like a full thing. And I think this is what made Funky upset. She put, no matter what he says, I love Funky anyway. Had I known what was going on while I was in the hospital trying to recover, I would have said something. It's terrible that whatever I didn't say turned into all of this. I just want peace. And that's what she said. Now, Funky acknowledged that, and he put, this was all I wanted. It was the principle of the whole situation. I'm not one of them other punks. That's what he said. I'm not one of them other punks, and I won't be toyed with like I'm one of them or be treated disposable like I'm one of them. It's done. I'm all good now. I pray you recover quickly, and I hope the new project spawns nothing but hits. And, so there was a point where they seemed like they would be okay. And then Tamar went to her Instagram story, and she posted this weird status that really upset Funky. Oh my God. See, I didn't even want to cover all this. Now I'm covering it. She posted this status basically saying that he was hating on her. And she posted a subliminal. She put, did all that hating and gossiping about me and still couldn't stop Ish. I'd be mad too. So she said that after this weird thing. And she said that after apologizing to Dineva. And then she deleted it and she unfollowed him and blocked him. Right. So that caused him to go off again. And it turned into a whole mess. All right. So this is where we are. It's really, really messy. Love them both, but it got really messy. And at the end of the day, she was wrong. She was wrong. And I just think that she just has to figure out how to take accountability. And Tamar, if I have to interview you one day, I apologize. I don't want you to be upset with me. I'm just saying, this is what's going on in the court of public opinion. Okay, you're looking real crazy out here. All right? But I still want to hear this EP, because Tamar can sing her face off. This was a lot. This whole situation was a lot. So this is where we are. Does Tamar have room to grow? Was Tamar wrong? Drop down below and let me know what you all think. But was Tamar wrong? Was Funky Dineva wrong? What do you all think? Was Funky wrong in the situation? Was Tamar wrong in the situation? Who was wrong? Initially, I thought Funky should have just stayed quiet. He was not wrong at all. He wasn't. But when it all happened, a part of me, I was like, be quiet. Don't say nothing because you're feeding into it. Be quiet. Just hold on. Just don't say nothing. Let her post the video. Let her get dragged. Because people don't believe her, right? That's what I was thinking. Okay? But then when he fed into it, I was like, okay, he has a right to defend his name. At the end of the day, that is his name. And your name is gold. Your name is all you got. There are people who lie all the time in this world, right? And when I cover these celebrity topics, I want to relate it to us as real people, right? There are times where I've made mistakes with people, or people didn't like me, or there was some weird cattiness going on or whatever. And in my face, they seem nice, but behind the scenes, they're not nice, right? I've dealt with that with other journalists in this industry, with people who I was trying to be in community with, and things can quickly get misconstrued to where your reputation can be damaged. So for me, I was like, look, I can't control what people say about me. All I could do is let my work speak for itself and let my actions speak for itself. And if I made a mistake, I take accountability. You know, I took accountability with a small mistake that I made, and I'm moving on. I'm not going to hold on to it, right? Because I know my heart, and I know that I'm a good person. I don't know where I was going with that, but basically what I want to say with that point was that sometimes people won't clear your name, right? And you have to let them look a fool, you know? Yeah. So that's what I thought initially. But then I realized, I'm like, look, he has a right to clear his name. Anyways, drop down below. I'm done recording this. Let me know what you think about this video, and thank you so much for watching. All right, stay tuned.